So welcome all of you. In next 90 minutes, we are going to look at how the in this era of AI, we are going to utilize this um, powerful tools and how we can monetize. Okay, in next 90 days as an AI consultant, or if you are a business owner, how you can start the AI first AI, have AI agents work for you, right? So would like to know what are your professions, what is your background, what do you do, and what are your goals that you like to achieve?
For me, I'm a filmmaker and a coach. And so I'm just really, we have a small business that encapsulates those things. So I'm just really trying to familiarize myself with AI and what possibilities there are for managing both of those small businesses.
Yes, Gina, Aisha.
I'm an educator and an administrator, and actually have my own training LLC to do early childhood education training. So I would like to know how I could use AI to help me, develop curricula and things like that, and to train my future educators on how to use AI. So this would be really great for me.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. So let's have this. So that helps me design this next 90 minutes on what your interests are. Okay, thank you for sharing that. So let's begin. Let me share my screen also. Uh, Feel free to ask anything in between if you want to. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer as well. Um, to give a current scenario or a landscape, how the AI has been shaping up, right? So we have been looking at the industrial revolution, and internet came in, and then laptops came in, then the social media came in, and we missed all those revolutions, but the biggest revolution is here, that is AI. And whenever the revolution comes, there will be a lot of uh, any any revolution will bring a lot of millionaires, billionaires, right? So this would be your opportunity to utilize what AI is bringing to monetize yourself, right? So our mission today is to look at how anyone, whether you are a coach, freelancer, employee, or even business owner, right? So how you can build high income AI consulting in next 90 days. And yes, the game has changed that earlier people who were earlier, whatever took months or years of time is now being possible by AI, through AI, within hours or days, right? And earlier, whoever didn't have access to code or technicality or write software or produce products are now able to produce that without learning the software or without having to spend a lot of time on learning. Okay. So we're going to demonstrate that today. Yes, this is the biggest shift that we are seeing so far. That means the change is coming very fast, and this is the next 1 year. That means 2026 is going to be a game changer, as we see that 2025 laid a good foundation for AI to evolve. And who we either act now or we become watchers of this. Also, the opportunity is being missed. We don't want that, right? So um, I won't go through everything that these are all evident. So as a like AI consultant or any consultant, it is nothing new that AI is bringing, right? So AI, we are not selling AI, but we are selling a solution that use we can solve using AI, right? So nobody sells internet, nobody sells laptop, right? So AI is not a thing to sell, but it's a solution for the currently existing problems, right? So we as consultants or we are business owners, we still are addressing the pain points and solving the problems and addressing the needs. But this we are addressing through AI. Okay, we're going to look at that. So AI consulting is solving expensive problems for people, what they where they are going to save some effort or money or time, right? So, yeah, if you believe that you can solve a real business problem with a simple AI solution, then you will understand why becoming a AI consultant is the fastest path to make, minimum $10,000, right? In next 90 days. Yeah, as like any of you, I was not born learned with AI, right? So to be honest, I was a terrible learner in software. I was not able to code anything. I was not able to develop website. But all of that changed because the AI tools got introduced, the AI LLM got introduced. We are going to look at that. And if I could do all this uh, single-handedly, that means without hiring more people or without spending a lot of money setting up a business, you can very well do all this. Yeah. So, what is the focus here? How to build a business or a AI consultancy, which can make which can give you $1,000 to $10,000 per client, is having solving the business problems of high net worth individuals, right? The people who can pay, who are ready to pay money when you solve their problems, right? So, like if you're a coach, if you are solving a CEO's problem, or if you are solving a real estate developer or agency problem, then they'll be happy to exchange for the money for the value that you are adding, right? So how AI is going to do is it's going to help them reduce the manual work through automations. It is going to help them uh, save some money, but not hiring more people, but adding more AI agents, right? So it can replace virtual assistant. It can the earlier the consultants used to charge a lot on developing the websites, developing the software. Now, guess what? AI can do that, and it doesn't even demand the any salary or money. How many of you would love that? How many of you would love having utilized that? Type in love in the chat box, right? And of course, yes, AI doesn't get tired. It can work 24/7 for you without complaining that it is tired, or with the same energy, it can work all through. So, um, as we mentioned, like, to become an AI consultant, you need to find somebody who can pay for solving the problem, and who is a high net worth or high income individual. It could be doctor, real estate agents, lawyers, and all these peoples like coaches, small and medium business owners. And you pick like in this, you pick one painful problem for them, right? So I would like to ask from you, what is one current pain point, if solved for you, your career or your business will go to a newer level, or you could make more revenue in your revenue or income? You can speak or you can chat. You can, yes, if um, you as an educator, if curriculum is developed, and how would developing a curriculum convert into monetize for you?
Well, it would definitely allow me to offer more training. So every time I get an idea for a training, if I can use AI to help me develop the curriculum for that, that takes hours away from me having to develop that curriculum myself. Right. And then the faster I can develop the curriculum, the faster I can implement the training. So that's a win-win.
Fantastic, right? I mean, what if our ideas or thoughts or like what our requirements are doesn't need to wait for days or months to fulfill or complete? But AI can do it within or it can be done within next 1 hour or 2 hours, right? Um, we could expand ourselves. We could multiply our efficiency and productivity. That's fantastic use case. Yes. Anybody else? What is current one pain point, if solved for you, would allow you to have a breakthrough result?
For us, it's reviewing footage. There's just hours and hours of footage we have to review at times. So if there was a way to review that footage or have AI log that for us so we don't have to do that individually, that could save a ton of time, energy.
Mm-hmm. So some AI agent that can review and find edits for you. Is that what you're saying? Okay, or find flaws or recommendations or how to make it better or reshoot it. Okay, so that's fantastic. I mean, if that can be done parallelly and as well as that can do as an automated way and it does the work also recommendation and as well as act on it on our behalf upon us approving it, that would be great for you, right? Like, okay, fantastic. So fantastic. So if uh, one is either we can solve our problems or we can solve the other people problems. That means the problems that are pain points of um, our target audience, and uh, we can start making money out of those solutions that we deliver for our audience, right? Yeah, math is simple. If you want to make 10K, then you take 10 clients and solve a problem that is worth 10K for them so that they pay you 1K. So you make 10K, or you have 5 clients who can pay you 2K for solving a 20K worth solution for them, right? So the math is simple. Um, so what are some of the high income problems that exist across, right? For these HNIs are lead generation. Any business or anybody would want to have more people approach them to solve the problems, right? That means leads generation, automations. That means it would help many people not do the manual task or repetitive task by themselves. If somebody else or some system could do that, they will be happy to pay money. Customer onboarding, whenever they sell and to have them onboard, it takes time. If somebody could automate that or if somebody could take care of that system, they would be happy to pay money. Business reporting, all the businesses and consultants have a lot of data. I do run webinars. I support a lot of coaches, and they have a lot of leads to qualify them and as well as report them. What kind of a audience became clients for them? Who are the ideal client personas? So all this data would help them make decisions. They would have data, but they don't have a system which can analyze all this data, past data, and provide a decision making ability whom they should target, right? So I gave you a scenario, but it could be different for you or your clients, right? So analyzing the data and able to help make their decisions in the future. AI assistants, of course, what if somebody is there for you whenever you are getting stuck, right? Would that help if an assistant is available for you to manage your email inboxes, where a high priority email comes, some client is ready to sign up and you get your assistant takes care of that, right? Or um, your emails are sorted or your daily contents are ready, right? So those are some of the use cases and workflow automation. Of course, if a work can happen 20 every day for next 30 days on your behalf without you having to touch even a mouse, so that would help. So real AI solutions will not go through that. Some of the real AI solutions are like personalization. Like how people are, how AI consultants are making money is personalization. That means I have this tool of 232 million people. Either I can send the same message to everybody, or AI can look up and do the research of each person, like whether it's a coach, whether it's a lawyer, and personalize that message according to them, according to their history, and send it. That would have them be convert more, right? That would make them feel that we know them, right? So that's where AI is making a lot of difference in personalization. Efficiency solutions, that means Earlier, if I have to write a LinkedIn post that goes viral, I might have to struggle a lot. I might have to post, test it out over months, but now AI can help me analyze somebody else's content or many people's content which are going viral, which are getting likes and comments. And then I can use the same formula, have AI analyze and give me according to my niche, and I can use that. Right. So simple scenario like this, like these, right? Yes. Yeah, I mean, now you don't need expert, you don't need to become a domain expert or like have 20 years of experience to start charging uh, solutions because AI itself is new, right? So this is an advantage that you have, that you can be a AI consultant without being a AI consultant for last few years. You can charge, you know, uh, high ticket. So yeah, coaches selling AI setup packages, real estate agents closing faster. Yeah, deals are something that we are helping with real estate agents. Earlier, follow-ups used to be a bigger problem, but real estate agents are now being supported by AI agents so that they can follow up and as well as close more deals. Here is the pathway, how we work next 90 days. That is finding your audience. Who would be the right audience? What is their pain? That means what is something that is having them frustrate or like taking more time for them, or they are not having expertise in that, right? So finding that burning pain and building a AI MVP. Okay. So let's do a practical here, right? So shall we? Hi, Vanessa. Thank you for coming. So I would like to hear from you. Who would be your target audience on one MVP we can build right here today? Okay. So tell me one. So before that, like, what are the tools that you currently are familiar with, even when it comes to AI? Like, what are some of the tools that you already are familiar with?
Gemini.
Gemini.
I don't know if this counts, but when I'm using Adobe, Adobe has this AI thing where, like, when I'm reading my articles for school, it gives you a summary of the articles. So I don't have to read 15, 16, 20 pages. It gives me all the important information. And then I started using it to write my papers. I hope
Yeah.
that counts.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The only one I know is Chat GTP.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's like a go-to person now. Yes. So let's look at a simple scenario and build a um, build a product that can help our audience, right? So who would be one person or one profession you would like to suggest for whom we solve a problem today? Who would be one professional?
Want to do coach? A coach?
Oh, oh, that's fantastic. Okay. So let's take a coach and we can ask. So whenever, I mean, we don't have to come up with anything. We will ask the bigger intelligence or like the the tool that has more intelligence than us. So we will ask, act as a AI consultant, expert AI consultant, and provide top three burning pain points for coaches, right? Inconsistent pipeline of qualified leads. You can say like, that this hurts because the revenue is dependent on number of leads that are generated. Difficulty articulating differentiated high value offer when they have to present the offer. They don't know like how they like everybody is a hypnotherapist, everybody is a NLP coach, right? So they are not the it is when other person is offering a cheaper solution, they are not able to differentiate themselves. Difficulty delivery overload. That means too much time spent um, coaching, not enough time to scaling. That means they have to be marketeers, they have to be the content creator. Everything is they have to do, right? So we can pick one one pain point. That means any one pain point, which can we pick this one, the consistent pipeline of qualified clients to solve this. So if you notice, we always use we assign a role to whenever we are giving a prompt, we want it to know that who it should behave as, right? It is like empty consciousness or slate where we assign it a role so that it can start performing like that. Okay. So it will give best results. And also we would want to specify what is the outcome we want, right? And then we can specify more qualifiers, make sure that this is done research with and all that, right? So the act as is a role and as well as outcome and constraints, right? So we can provide all of that. So for a simplicity's sake, we will use this now and ask to act as MVP expert and provide 3 web app ideas that can solve below pain point for coaches. And they are willing to $10K for that. Okay, for this solution. It's not necessary that we build something that we know, but it's very much necessary to build something that they want and they are ready to exchange money for that, right? So we are putting all that constraints. Dream Client Radar, an AI-based intent signal tracker. What it does is a web app that automatically finds scores and alerts coaches on high intent prospect based on real behavioral signals, right? Pipeline OS, that means automated end-to-end enrollment engine. That means somebody hits the chat and they convert into client. Small lead capture pages, dynamic nurturing sequences, qualifying engine. I mean, if I have to do this, I have to write all this, or I have to come up with all this, would have taken maybe a week's time, right? So authority amplifier, AI content distribution system that builds demand automatically. That means a web app that learns coach's voice and creates a full demand generation wheel, right? So which one do you suggest we pick among these two? Any recommendations? We can go with that. So yeah, please. You are a coach as well, right?
The pipeline.
The pipeline OS. Yeah. So let's say, act as a product design expert and provide a detailed prompt to develop below web app. So let it prepare and parallelly I can work on something else. I can open another tool. There are many AI tools that could help us develop where we don't have to now hire, but we can go and ask these tools, right? So one of them could be Lovable and another could be Zoho Creator, or it could be Reflect, or it could be Bold, right? So we can have all of this where now I don't need to communicate to these applications with my coding skills or software or any other skills, right? So where I can communicate it to you, communicate it to the AI, like how I am doing it to you now, right? How I am speaking it. The more I am able to explain something, the more I'm able to articulate something, the better our outputs are going to be, right? So look how beautifully it is giving the end user flow also, right? The wireframes it is giving, like, how the whole, the dashboard, everything should look like, the editor should look like, right? We can give it to Figma and create a beautiful design, or as well as we can keep it simple and we just simply take what it has given and build the version 1 first. So we can go ahead and give it to one of these no code tools and ask them to build it for us. Okay. applications, create an application, create from scratch, um, pipeline builder. It did give a name, right? I can currently give it to board.new. I don't want to design it. I want to use prompts to generate that. Yes. Start building. So while it is building, okay, generate. No, I don't want use cases. I will just allow it to let all this generate. We'll come back later. Okay. So once what is the next step after we build a MVP? MVP, I didn't give you the full form. MVP is a minimum viable product. That means what? A first version of the product or a simple look where the look of the application could be there, right? The first, not fully functional, but the one that we can use as a demo version, right? So it doesn't need to have full workability, full functionality and everything, but we can have something that we can present, right? So we build the MVP, we launch the high ticket offer, we present it to our audience, we sell that, and then we automate the delivery and scale. And once we deliver that, like we find more people like them and solving the same problem because we have a workable solution and sell it to more people and scale. Next step is let that all be automated and done as a agents. So let's see, something popped up. Okay, so it is creating a beautiful like flow of data model, like how the all the information should be stored. I just say create application and it is still building, let it build. Okay. So yes, so what we do as part of like what we do is like, week 1 to 4, this is the 12 weeks we spend on this one, where we 1 to 4 weeks, we build the foundation, and as well as MVP, we identify the audience, how to get leads like through LinkedIn, and how to get leads through, the different channels where the audience are present. And then have, the from week 5 to 8, we do the client acquisition. That means with the MVP, we approach clients and as well as get orders from them, get the um, projects from them. And then in week 9 to 12, we work on automating the delivery so that we have a consistent and recurring revenue coming from this. So let's look, and I also want to show that, like, all that, how many of you want to create any idea, right? So what if we had this idea, right, that we generated now, and I want to sell it in the next 1 hour. I want to sell it, right? So give me a marketing deck, right, to sell this, right? So I'm in a hurry. In next hour, I need to present this to somebody, right? So what I do is I ask ChatGPT, like, give me the marketing deck, and I can give the pricing and everything. So, and if you look at here, it's not selling the app, it's not selling the pipeline OS app, but it is selling the transformation also, right? Like, what could be possible by implementing this, right? People don't pay for what this product or web app, but they pay for what transformation it is bringing, right? So how it is enabled. I take this and I go to this app called Gamma.app and give it, paste it in text. And here are the generated notes. And I say, continue configuring to the prompt. And 10 cards, that means 10 slides. I say generate, and it starts preparing the slides for me to present. Let's see what it does. And parallelly, our pipeline OS, um, my automated enrollment engine to replace Calendly, CRM, landing pages, going to different applications is ready, right? So smart lead capture, dynamic nurture, qualification engine, calendar automation, all this. Look at how beautifully it's already present for me, right? What if a coach is looking at this now and where they have a ready to book Kanban style, right? Like their pipeline, ready to book warm up leads, in nurture leads, right? Let's look at what Zoho has created. Application has been created, ready access application. How many of you can see a beautiful application here, right? Application dashboard, assignments, leads, manage the leads, lead quizzes, how you can ask the right questions or pull this, quiz forms, pages, creating landing pages here, right? The call to action headline, nurture sequences, nurture steps, calendar bookings, right? Who are all the coaches, follow up logs. Oh my God, like AI content templates, right? Um, what do you feel about this? What do you feel looking at this kind of extensive features, which I don't even have to think about, and it's ready with all these features that are that too working. So it's not just the leads are here. I can add the leads here and submit it and save it. How many of you would love to have this kind of velocity in which you can build or solve problems, right? And not just that, you are now building an application and you are very well having the presentation ready. Like, it already built the, uh, the presentation for you, right? So Pipeline OS, the new era of client acquisition, your fully automated enrollment engine. Um, I can go through this and present that, right? Why coaches struggle with consistent client flow. See, that it's immediately addressing the what are their pain points? The referrals dry up, content fatigue, lost opportunities, manual follow-up, inconsistent pipeline, right? How they are losing out money because of all this chaos. What is the shift? How this is becoming a bridge for them to uh, for coaches, right? Allied coaches don't work harder, they systemize and old way, new paradigm, and the result. So introducing our solution that is Pipeline OS, where it replaces 8+ tools where the subscription cost is X and with one system, right? What if like they are paying the subscription of $50, $100, they are paying like on an annual monthly, they are paying like $200 and annually they are spending 2000. And here you come and say that I will build you one time 2000, which you can use it for next 10 years, right? So how many of you are loving it? Type in loving it in the chat box. Seeing the enormous amount of work being done, right? Without much effort, right? See the transformation also it is speaking, right? So before and after, and how this works and everything. So it is giving the ROI, like, investing on this, how it is going to pay itself. I don't see why anybody would want to replace 10 tools with one tool and replace and save $2,000 every year recurring cost, right?
And I just want to clarify that what you were just showing us is the deck that Gamma created, the sales deck or the pitch deck for the app we just built.
Absolutely. Right. And not just saves time, but it looks, you look like somebody, a pro or an expert when you are doing this without having to know about how to do it, right? The how part was difficult, but now AI has come and told that you don't worry about how I will do it. You just start thinking about what extraordinary results you want to promise for your audience, right? Yes, and we have this, and it may not be perfect. It may not be like, I'm not promising that like this is the application that you can go and sell. No, not at all. This is a first version of it, and where um, we do work in the AI Prosperity Project. We do work on how to build this extensively, how to have an agent which can test each and every feature, so that you don't deliver some faulty product for the audience, right? You develop a fully working audience application to your audience. We develop test agents, and as well as we refine it, right? So would it be okay, um, where it took earlier maybe $10,000, $20,000 to develop such applications, and 3 months of time, where you do it with the prompts, where you take the snapshot. If something is not working, copy it and then ask it, hey, here is something that is not working. Go ahead and fix it, right? That's why we say that there is no need to be fearful about AI. There is something that we need to do to make AI work for us, right? So how do we make our employees work in our company? We develop at how to give instructions better, how to command better. So that is exactly what we are learning, how to communicate better, how to demand better, how to command better, so that we can get more things done from AI. So let's do some other use cases as well, as what we are going to cover in the AI Prosperity Project as well. Yes. So how many of you would love, I know, editing and everything, right? What if your editing and everything became faster, right? So before that, somebody said about I think it was, who said that? It was, yeah, Lex said that, right? About having the contents being summarized so fast that we don't have to go through the videos, right? So here is a assistant who can do anything for you, right? So I opened this browser and I have an assistant here, and I can ask the assistant, open any application in this browser and ask this assistant to do anything. Like I can ask, extract the key takeaways, right, of this video, right? I can go and uh, go to LinkedIn and tell, and just highlight this and tell the assistant, give me psychology behind this, right? It gives me exact psychology, and then I can ask, I am a AI consultant or I'm an AI educator, academy, what do you call academician or something, or AI educator? Give me, use above post, use above formula, and generate a LinkedIn post. Since this post had 363 comments and 8,600 likes, I would want to know how is he doing that. If I can ask the expert, right? So it gave me its personal storytelling, and its value aligned, and uh, permission structure, reciprocity. Very well, I can give my personal story here, and as well as ask it, okay, here is my personal story, and you act as a content expert and provide me with the same kind of this one. And I can copy this, and there are websites where you can humanize this content and as well as start posting it. How many of you would love to generate a lot of leads from LinkedIn and convert those high net worth individuals into paying clients, right? And in this project, we are going to also help, or teach you how you can get, like even if you want to, like search for coaches, how to get um, coaches who are in United States. So if you see here, there are like uh, thousands of coaches. How to convert all these coaches into leads? How many of you would want to help a lot of people and, help a lot of people solving their pain points and adding 10 times value to them so that you can charge minimum amount of, find it $1,000 and make a lot of money, right? So this is the opportunity, right? So how many of you are excited? Type in excited learning about all this. And here is the key takeaways that it gave. It's not just a assistant. I can very well use these LLMs to act as in the agent mode to book flights for me, right? I can ask it to find me Insta 360 4K camera, 4K webcam, right? So it's gonna uh, shop on my behalf. It's gonna go, run in the agent mode that I have shown. It is very well going to find the deals, Black Friday deals, maybe. And if I tell that to buy, it will go and buy also on behalf of me. How many of you want to offload many of your work and get your plate, freed up, right? So yes. Um, Here is a agent, here is one of the tools where you explain what you want to do, like extract and organize data from email, right? So it will build the whole automation by you just communicating to it. How many of you would love not repeating your task, but somebody do it for you, right? So if you see here, LinkedIn outreach agent, we just published 2 days back where it's going to extract the data from LinkedIn, put it in a web sheet, use the Apollo engine to get their phone numbers, emails, and as well as personalize sending them mails, and then as well as update the spreadsheet what it does. And this runs on automatically so that imagine you have lot of LinkedIn leads and you want to personally invite them to a webinar, right? So you can very well do that, right? With the help of AI. So, and you can ask the assistant, build a presentation for me on People OS. What is this that we build? Pipelines, right? So I can very well ask it to give all this and tell it, build a poster for this. And what it will do is it will analyze all this and as well as it will take control of this as a browser and it will do it like an agent here that it did. Right. So I can say, I can give any task to this assistant and it will be able to go ahead and do that. And of course, we might have to try many iterations. So we have to learn how to communicate to it in a way that it starts doing the task, right? We may fumble upon many times, but that is okay, right? So if you see here, it's currently doing the designer job for me, right? Where it can edit anything or it can do anything. I can give it any application, right? So say that I have this video editing app or video creation app for social media. I can create any avatars or I can not avatars. I can create any UGC videos like where I'm not a video editor. I'm not a good. Yeah. So I'm not maybe as good as Lex, but I'm able to do that job with the help of this, just giving this prompt, and this prompt will generate and it will be like something like this.
Saturday, and then this happened. Will be crunchy. Okay, see? Okay.
Right. So
Virgin, I wasn't planning to snack today, and then this happened.
where it's able to generate this kind of videos, right? So which are like transition videos, right? So able to do all that. And if you see here, it already started building this whole poster and presentations for me, right? Okay, great. So how many of you find this is a value for you? Type in value in the chat box. And how many of you would want to learn this thoroughly so that in next 3 months you become somebody who can, who can do it in the at the end of at the fingertips and as well as help others learn this as well. So yeah, so here is what, right? Do I have your permission to present AI Prosperity Project that is 90-day coaching program that can design and help you to build a $10,000 per month AI consulting business where you can start from anywhere where you are. You don't need to know technology. You don't need to have more people. In this 12 weeks of live sessions, every week we meet like this, but I will not be doing it. We will be doing it together, right? So where I share the prompts, I create, show how it is done, and you also do it along with me so that you just don't carry the knowledge, but you also carry the actual experience or you can do it even when I'm not present, right? So weekly implementation labs, that means we meet each week and as well as we give assignments so that in between the week you can have multiple practices. Um, you get templates and you get the how to do the outreaches, not just develop this stuff, but also how to get clients for yourself so that you can start making money out of it, build proposals, discovery call scripts, what you need to many people struggle how to sell that when developing products, but how to sell that, right? Like we practice the discovery calls, how to do the discovery calls. We give the exact templates which you can follow and close a lot of sales, closing scripts, proposing templates. So you get custom GPTs. How many of you would love to have the combined brains of um, marketeer and as well as coach and everything? What if Tony Robbins, like T. Harwaker, all these business coaches are there with you alongside helping you or answering any questions for you day by day basis, right? So we built something called as custom GPT. That means their knowledge of 10 years or 20 years that they have acquired is there with you, where you ask any questions, tell me how to handle this objection, and Dan Locke will be able to come and tell you how to solve that. How many of you would how to have those kind of intelligence available, right? So this itself, we charge $400 for building this to our clients, but we do teach this in this program so you can you can provide this service to many other of your audience, right? Like recently, we did for one of the business agent and we did for one of the coaches, and they were easily they were we the fee was $1,800 for just the custom GPT. They were happy to pay this because it was yielding them much more, like 10 years of wisdom being available for them, right? Yes, we do provide the creation kit, automation kit, like the apps that are required for you, right? Are all free, where you don't have to use any paid apps, and you will have also a private community and accountability groups where um, you can not only do your work, you can combine some of the brains. That means you can work together as a group and as well as of 3 to 4 people or 6 to 8 people and produce a lot of results. How many of you would love that, right? So the complete value of this package, is around $1,000 for just 12-week sessions and weekly implementation labs which is worth $497, and like the templates and script kits that we give is easily worth $497. And ChatGPT and automation workshops that we have is $397. AI offer creation kit, that is $297. Automation kits, that means how to we go through how you can automate the things through NA10, and not just NA10, how to generate the voice agent. If somebody could call like a human being and close calls for you, private community, and total value of this whole program is easily $2,682. But today, like since you are here, like, and we are starting this program on the January 1st week, but since you are early here, we are offering this um, at a affordable price of $159. How many of you would love to, uh, for your future, invest $159? Could enroll yourself into the AI Prosperity program?